taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, it's Shitsville, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scopia, New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? LB, Lauderdale Boss, aka Shuttleworth the God, Go Artist, RingGameRadio.com in the building. Let's go. Sunday night.
Yes, sir. Sunday night, we're switching up a little bit. Yeah, and as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You already know who this is. Your boy King P. Bodega Box in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go on a Sunday. Feels a little good to be on a Sunday. Feels a little different, but I'm ready for it. So.
Yes, sir. So no recent bannings from the bodega.
I wasn't even banned. I wasn't even at the bodega this weekend. I let the bodega, police itself, and it did a good job. So,
yes, sir. Yeah, so now we also got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's really fly? It's your boy Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender, preparing for liftoff. Destination Ring and Radio. These motherfuckers aren't real. Let's get it.
Pilot be having some crazy remixes to his intros, man. Maybe they come out of nowhere, but I can dig it though. And last but certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what's good? You already know who the fuck it is. It's your boy Ron Top 5, Chicago's own in the building, nigga. Stand up, Ring Gang, nigga. We up.
Yes, sir. Rome Top 5, aka Chicago win because he leaves these niggas in the breeze. Can you dig it? So yeah, man. This past weekend was a very quiet weekend. No big fights. So yeah, niggas were either working or going to strip clubs or just chilling, sleeping, catching up on whatever random shit. Eating rice with spoons. That type of shit. It was that type of weekend. It was just, it was just a very random ass weekend. And I mean, there was some smaller club shows on, but it was what it is. So yeah, if you were gonna have a social life, that was the weekend. Yeah. So
real shit.
Yeah, real shit indeed, though. But next weekend, it's the heavyweights that are featured, and 2023 has been pretty good goddamn year. But them heavyweights, though, they just have not been, they haven't been doing their thing.
Heavyweights is what.
Let's keep it real, yo. Ever since fucking Wilder and Fury haven't fought, nigga, nobody gives a fuck about no heavyweights right now. Like, that's it. Like, nobody gives a fuck. It could be two 400-pound niggas in the ring. Nobody will watch that shit.
That's low-key true, sadly.
That's not true. If we got Usyk versus Fury, everybody would watch that shit.
Well, we haven't got it.
That shit would not get nowhere near half the buzz as a Wilder fight.
It wouldn't.
It would get some buzz, though. People would be talking about it.
Yeah, people overseas will be talking about it.
Yeah, overseas, not America.
Who the fuck cares about Fury versus Ngannou? Like, come on.
Yeah, the heavyweights for the most part, instead of making the fights, because Usyk's in a situation where
Joshua Usyk was cool.
Listen, nobody cared about Fury fights until he fought Wilder. We know where the fucking big ticket is. It's whoever's fighting Wilder next. That's the biggest fight. That's the biggest heavyweight fight.
Bomb Squad.
Yeah, but no.
Who told Wilder to bring Fury out of irrelevance?
Right.
Who thought he was gonna lose? Not Pat didn't even think he was gonna lose.
Yeah, because none
of us thought he was gonna lose, nigga. Like,
yeah, the biggest heavyweight fight would be Fury Joshua. It's bigger than Wilder's not bigger than that fight. So it's like, no fight the Wilder's is bigger than a Fury Joshua fight. But
that's a slap in the face if that ain't gonna be in the UK though.
Yeah, but unfortunately, because of Wilder having to. He needed to collect on his third fight. Wilder got Fury and Joshua got his Mando and Usyk, and we saw what happened to that, and bam, this is why we have the heavyweights are where they are right now. Fury is
that took like 2 years, bro. Like these niggas kind of slowed the division down for a minute with that damn run back.
And that was the whole reason why because I really wanted Fury Joshua, because that was the point Fury Joshua was supposed to happen. Joshua got his titles back. He was on a run. Fury was on a high. That should have happened. And like, honestly, I know it's like Joshua. Wilder should have probably stepped aside. At least he should have stepped aside, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. And we got what we got, and this is why the division is where it's at right now. Wilder hasn't fought God knows what. Wilder and Andy Ruiz isn't fighting. Joshua's fought twice this year, and it kind of came and went. And I hate to say it as a Joshua fan, it's just like, and then Usyk, who's been trying to fight, who's been trying to make the fights. He even call out Fury's bullshit because Fury Usyk is the heavyweight fight to make now, but Fury, decided that he wanted to get a bag in Saudi Arabia with Ngannou, so and then Usyk has to deal with his first mandatory in Daniel Dubois. Now, like I said, I mean, for a heavyweight fight, it's not a bad fight on paper. It's just Dubois has kind of lowered his standing in the heavyweights with two different
lowering is an understatement. His stock is fucking plummeted.
Yeah, the Joy stuff was kind of
it ain't like, dude, it's not like Josh Taylor level. It's low,
and he's supposedly coming off for an ACL.
He got dropped 3 times by some cruiserweight that never won anything at cruiserweight. That was pretty bad, dude.
But he still won though. That's why I can't say it's like rock bottom. Like whatever you say about him, there's people worse right now.
Yeah, and that's much because Dubois was nearly on the end of a huge upset. I mean, getting dropped 3 times in the first fucking round is not really a good sign by a fucking cruiserweight. Like career cruiserweight is not the way. And Dubois you're right, Andrew. He has potential. Like Dubois can throw he's one of the few heavyweights that can throw combinations. Throws a lot of them, but he just doesn't jab. That's his problem. He don't jab. He throws the hell of some combinations.
He's like how people used to call Frank Bruno. Anthony Joshua Frank Bruno, but he's basically the version, the new age Frank, kind of.
Well, I mean, Frank Bruno didn't really throw combinations like that
Frank
either.
Bruno.
Yeah, but Dubois, his defense isn't really there. His chin isn't really there either. So it's like
he just got power. What the fuck?
Yeah, he got power. He got loads of power and power that can actually find Usyk. Even though Usyk is,
I feel like he has a chance against Usyk. Actually,
he does.
If he just says "fuck it" and let me just throw hands at this dude, he could get something done. But it's just the defense and
can he last though? Will he last long enough to get it done? No, nigga, it's a wrap.
Usyk, I mean, the thing with Usyk, I mean, I think Usyk might get a stoppage here, but he only stopped one person at heavyweight. It's not like he got power like that at heavyweight.
Usyk got enough power if you can't defend yourself and
Usyk can
beat us outboxed and you're useless.
Listen, these are heavyweights, nigga. How much power do you really need at fucking 220 pounds?
Yeah, especially when you done got the dude tired and you done beat his ass for 10 rounds. Like, remember, look how big Joshua is, that he had him dead to rights.
Yeah. I mean, Usyk in the first fight had Joshua ready to go. I mean, Usyk does have some power at heavyweight. Now, is it the?
He has enough power. Like no one's gonna call him Mike Tyson or nothing, but no one's gonna call him Chris Bird either.
Right.
So it's like he's right there, like at that Calvin Brock respectable heavyweight power level.
Yeah, exactly.
Like more than Eddie Chambers, but like that level type of shit.
Yeah, it's like, Usyk and Usyk has boxing skills out the ass. Like Usyk is a superb technical boxer who has a second gear that's punishing. He has a punishing second gear on top of that. So
he's not a mean guy, but it's like he's like a robot. If you could switch it on to be like more mean.
No, he can do that. Yeah, but
he'll throw more punches, but he's not going to be one of those guys that's like enjoying beating your ass.
He'll just have to do it because it's either you or him. So
like if you push him, then he'll get but he's not one of those guys who's gonna Terrence Crawford drill your ass. Right,
and that might be like a good thing because some heavyweight temperaments are just the same. But imagine if Usyk had like one of those killer. I mean, he has a killer instinct, but if he actually pushes himself to actually do it like early like that. He'd probably be a lot scarier too.
I don't know if Usyk has a killer instinct. I think he has more like a winner's instinct.
He does.
Because killer and winner is like two different things. Like Floyd is a winner instinct. Sugar Ray Leonard is a killer instinct.
Yes, sir.
Like one is gonna he's gonna win, or the other one is gonna be like, fuck that nigga, it's him or me. You're like yo, like he ain't gonna like put down the gun like and fight. Like he's gonna be busting the gun and he gonna it gonna get empty. He's gonna roll around on the floor, fight your ass like it's a cowboy flick. Like it's death type shit. So yeah.
And then also just gonna shout out people in our chat, Blazing Killer, of course, and Chris Brand, salute, Android as well, you know, and Chris Brand, American heavyweight boxing's in the gutter. Yeah, you know, and you know, American heavyweight, because, and that's the thing too. Like, I mean, we're basically getting a heavyweight showcase this next weekend too, but but with the heavyweights that we're going to talk about the top ranked heavyweight card after, you know, it's like you don't really see any. I mean, even Jared Anderson, you know, who's like the biggest prospect, you know, he showed a lot of issues facing Charles Martin of all people. So it's like, you know, granted he's still young in his career, but it's like one of those fights is like you don't really see a dominant heavyweight. Like once the Usyks and the Furies and the Joshuas and the Wilders kind of go to the wayside, and I said this before, we're gonna see some eyesore heavyweight champions. Charles Martin is the first of them. There's gonna be more. You know,
damn, nigga, chill, bro. Like,
nigga, you act like I'm saying what I'm saying is not correct, my nigga. Like,
what I'm saying is like you keep like double downing on it. Like, yo, like,
it's the truth, nigga. Like, I mean,
there's like worse world champions, bro. Like,
yo, I know this, you know, but in terms of heavyweights, like, you know, yeah, the
heavyweight. I mean, hey, look, nigga.
Yeah, the heavyweight champions, like the people will be called heavyweight champions. It's not gonna be good, bro. It's like,
I mean, but there's a good and a bad thing about it. Imagine the heavyweight division turns into like 140 or 154, where it's like anybody can lose anybody on any given night, you know, if they try hard enough type shit. Like,
I mean, that was the 80s heavyweights. But then the 80s heavyweights had problems. Like, they were talented, but they just had a lot of personal problems.
But at the end of the day, you still had like a couple all-time greats clean them niggas up, though.
Yeah, they did. You know, and
Holmes and Tyson come through, but in the like right now, if all these niggas retire or they fade out, you just gonna really just have a bunch of young or veteran dudes who are so like everybody is just gonna be like 140, 154 type shit where anybody can really, you know, the title might, you know, transfer hands a couple times, but that might be what the division and the sport need, though.
Yeah, I mean, even one
someone to emerge and just kind of get momentum and clean up shit.
Yeah, I mean, even now, even 154 had to go through that too. Like after Floyd kind of gave up his belts, even 154 had to go through the wilderness a little bit.
But it made for good scraps, though.
It did. It did.
But that's the thing. That should always make for good scraps. Because even like 140, same thing.
Every matchup for 154, like, you know, Lubin Ramos sounds like a fucking banger. You know what I mean? Even to this day.
Well, yeah, I mean, 154 now it's a quality division. Heavyweights is like, you know, it's like it's top heavy right now. It's just that.
Okay, let me ask you this, Pat. Which division has had more entertaining bouts or just been more progressive this year? Middleweight or heavyweight?
Probably middleweight at this point.
I say heavyweight because of that Kawinaki fight was pretty fire. You know what I mean? Like I can't remember.
And then Zhang Joyce too.
Zhang Joyce was decent.
Yeah, Zhang Joyce. I'll give you Zhang Joyce, but Kawinaki getting knocked out by someone who.
Nah, that fight was kind of lit though. Come on, it
was lit, but I mean, it's a fight that shouldn't even be mattering like that at heavyweight.
Exactly. That's my thing. Like,
if you got to bring up that fight.
Yeah.
Like, nigga.
Then
that's not even a Fundora Mendoza level fight.
Right. So I mean, so now obviously, yeah, I know Andre. I know you don't like Fury. You know, I don't like Fury either. Like,
I'm not Fury besides the British. I'm just kidding. I'm just fine.
Yeah, like,
and UFC fans.
Yeah, I've never.
Fuck y'all. I mean, Fury ain't that bad. I mean, prolific with Fury. I mean, like,
no, I
fuck with his skills. Like, I ain't gotta like the shit he do out. You know.
No, I mean, like I said, I mean, I've like since he fought Swerve the first time, like I've never really liked Fury like that. I've always thought he was an oaf. Like, I mean, honestly, even the fact that he hasn't lost his zero to me now I'm astonished, really.
I don't know that nigga he really didn't look nice against nobody for real, like astoundingly, except for Wilder. Like he never really like looked like he was top tier nigga against nobody but Wilder. So
No, I mean, there's
you got Dylan White, but that was more like
nigga, that was
not
like
even
a
caring.
friendly fight. That was like some fucking backyard, we barbecuing, hey, put on the gloves type shit. That shit wasn't no real fucking fight.
Klitschko was kind of old too. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Nigga, Klitschko was the favorite. Ain't nobody thought fucking Klitschko was gonna lose that shit, bro. Like, nah, you gotta give credit for that.
yeah, that
But I
was,
feel what you're saying. Like, he's
credit.
only really made Wilder look bad, where everyone else has had like close ass fights or made him look bad. Like,
It's just a mythical matchup because he's like 6'9" and he got skills. So it's like in the mythical matchup.
I mean, but who are we really picking Tyson Fury to be in the top 12 heavyweights of all time?
You'd be surprised at some of the shit you hear, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, but are they from respectable boxing eyes?
Yeah,
Do you take them serious?
True, yeah. Not really.
I mean, niggas just be saying anything. But all right, let me ask you this: Larry Holmes, Tyson Fury.
Holmes jabs the shit out. I'll pick Holmes for sure.
All right, Lennox Lewis, Tyson Fury.
I'll pick Lennox. But there was a poll that had Fury winning that shit, like a big poll. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know niggas be fucking smoking all types of shit, bro. George Foreman, Tyson Fury.
The 70s Foreman. Yeah.
70s and then 90s.
I mean, I hate to say, I think Fury against the 90s Foreman he's a good chance, to be honest.
And what about 70s?
No, I think 70s Big George again.
Michael Spinks versus Tyson Fury.
I think Fury's a little too big. I don't know.
yeah, no,
I don't know. That nigga, he too much of a target for Michael Spinks. I don't know. Yo, Pat, what you think, bro?
I'll say it though, because Michael Spinks though, I'm not saying Michael Spinks was a good heavyweight. I mean, like he's a good champion though. But yeah, I mean the size might be a little bit too much for him.
Well, let me ask you one, Shutter and Pat. Bo versus Fury, who wins?
If Bo was in shape,
what the fuck is? Riddick Bowe. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bo beats the shit out of Fury.
Yeah,
I think he does too.
The in shape Bo, like a Bo that
Yeah, of course, nigga. We're not talking about
I mean, we're obviously going prime for prime. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Bo
nigga,
was
like, dude.
Bo is the
We're
worst.
not gonna
type
pick
of
like the worst Riddick Bowe ever. Like,
Bo is the worst type of matchup for Fury. A big guy that can fight inside, fight outside, but an uppercut.
It could move decent. He could move pretty decent too. Yeah.
athletic.
Yeah, I mean, myself, I was never a big fan of Bo like that because I just couldn't stand how he just be yo-yoing like the way his performance used to be like good, bad, good, horrible, shit like
I
that.
mean, but has Tyson Fury ever looked as good as Riddick Bowe has in the first Holyfield fight?
No.
Mm-mm.
So you're putting that Riddick Bowe against Tyson Fury.
Against the Fury Wilder 2 fight, like that Fury, that'd be a good.
Okay,
yeah,
that's the best fucking Fury. Okay,
Fury,
I
that's the
forgot
best
about
Fury
that
ones.
one.
Yeah, that is the best Fury.
So yeah, and I'm just looking at it like, even so with that Fury, it's like Riddick Bowe does everything that version of Fury does, but better. So
Yeah.
it's like, still Frazier Fury.
Again, that's the part where it's like, is he too fucking big? Because Frazier really only had trouble with two fighters, Ali and Foreman. He had trouble with Foreman. Like Foreman was too big for him.
Can't really say he had trouble. Can't really say he had trouble with a guy that he beat. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him he had trouble with Ali, because that's more like they had trouble with each other.
They played each other through the ringer.
I mean, Ali did stop him, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Whereas Foreman, he didn't have no answers for Foreman. He tried, he just couldn't do nothing against Foreman. So it's like,
okay, fuck it. Sonny Liston and Tyson Fury.
And now you going back.
Listen, okay, so we making it seem like basically Tyson Fury don't belong in no category with these niggas. Obviously.
I think Fury could beat Liston.
He'll beat a few of the damn top 12 heavies. Like I'll probably favor him over a Liston and a Rocky Marciano.
Yeah,
after that it kind of gets phased.
Those guys
hazy.
are like those guys will be like cruiserweights in this era.
Okay, how long would he last against Tyson in his prime? Tyson versus Tyson.
He loses.
No, he loses.
How fast would he be one of Tyson's highlight reels, or would he go the distance and be in there?
He's not going to. Tyson would get him out of there in like 6 rounds.
Yeah, he would chop him down. It'd be like the Pinkleton Thomas fight.
Pinklin Thomas, son.
Pinklin Thomas. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm fucking high. I'm fucking up the names and shit.
Yeah, no. I mean, Fury will always have a place in these because he's 6'9". You know, his prime weight 247 to like 280, whatever the fuck is. He's fucking big, and on top of that, he has a stamina of someone who shouldn't. You know, of course, people like to say that might be a little bit enhanced. You know, but yeah, and he has a stamina of someone who can actually like a 200 pounder. So it's like, so he's always up there. But yeah, no, with heavyweights, it's just like, you know, when you have like the big heavyweights that are just not, you know, making the fights they want to, you know, you got your Usyk and Dubois. So in terms of, what are we thinking first? Like, LB, I'll start with you. Usyk, Dubois. Like, what's your prediction for this?
I feel like Usyk gonna get him out of there in 9 rounds.
9 rounds.
Yeah, I think the fight is gonna be more competitive than we're gonna give it credit for. And Usyk is gonna have to dig deep a little bit. Like he's gonna have to like, oh okay, like fuck it, like I can't play nice with him. And I think Dubois is gonna finally. I think he might have his Anthony Yard Beterbiev moment where it's like he finally shows everyone like, hey, this is what I was capable of all along. Like one of those, but it's not enough. But just imagine if I showed you this years ago and not just little flashcard versions of it. Like a mixtape rapper that he has like a fire song like every 3 songs type of shit. Like, but we need you to have 3 songs in a row that's fire. But you can't, like, you just be one song and you'll come out 6 months later and be like, oh, so he got another one. Like, like nah, like that's Dubois. Like, we need that consistency. So I think he's gonna try to take a little bit of Chisora and the aggressive moments of Anthony Joshua and kind of just go at Usyk. And it might do something, but I think Usyk just all around better fighter. Like everyone knows, I think he'll weather whatever storm and just kind of put the punches together and just kind of maybe like get a TKO. Like yeah, if he knocks him out cold, that shit'll be crazy. But I think the ref will end up stopping it. So yeah, Usyk 9th round TKO.
That's what it is. Rome, what about you?
I think Dubois gonna show us a little bit of power that he got, but you know Usyk gonna show dominance. It's not gonna last that long. I don't think it's gonna last 9. I think Dubois, he don't got the defense to not get hit, you know, significantly for 9 rounds. Like that nigga's gonna get pieced up by round 6. So I say it's a stoppage in round 6 because after 3 rounds, Usyk gonna start opening it up on a nigga. Pause, and it's gonna be a wrap for him because Dubois.
But I'm not looking at what's his name, Dubois, to really be trying to like play it safe with this nigga.
No, I feel like Dubois gonna gas out by like round 2 or 3 because he gonna be trying to. Oh, I'm here. Let me try to do what I can. Usyk gonna outclass him, and then he gonna be like, "Fuck, what do I do now?" And then Usyk gonna piece him up. Round 6, he out of there.
I mean, I could very well see that too. But I'd probably give him Dubois a little more credit. But I can see anything between rounds 5 and 10. Tell you that.
Yeah, I got Usyk round 6 stoppage.
All right, that's what it is. Pilot, what about you?
You know, it would be crazy to see Dubois get a W here, but I mean, likelihood's very slim.
Heavyweight division needs that though.
This
I ain't
heavyweight
gonna
division, yeah, we always need that one. Well, I mean, most people pick Joyce to be Zhang, but yeah, this would be a different level, magnitude wise. But
yeah, because this really shakes up the division. All that did was kind of shuffle up the bottom half of the deck. Like it just said, like, look, there's another nigga out here better than y'all thought he was that could probably give some people in the top half some problems,
some issues.
That's all it did. But if Dubois beat Usyk, oh lord, nigga, like bro, like nigga,
it might be crazier than Andy Ruiz Joshua, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
It would be crazier than that.
It would be. It fucking would be. It honestly would be.
But I like LB's point about the Yarde Beterbiev analogy. I can see maybe Dubois taking good account of himself. This is in Poland, right? It's like a random. Isn't this like in Poland?
Yeah, it's in Poland.
Is it free?
Wait, what?
It's free on ESPN Plus, right? Like it's free though, right?
It's on ESPN Plus.
Hold on, which one of these niggas is Polish?
Neither.
Which one of these niggas is friends with Galata?
That's weird, right? But I think Usyk will get
Adamic.
I think Usyk will finally get another heavyweight stoppage, and I'll probably say this round 10. Yeah. I'd like him to get a stoppage. I don't think it'd be a knockout completely, but like a TKO sort of ordeal.
Yeah, it's in Poland because Usyk said that's like Poland's like the closest thing to like the Ukraine or whatever. Some
you
shit
can't
like
have it in
that.
Ukraine, so they'll have it in Poland.
Yeah, you can't have it in the Ukraine.
Understood. My
political warfare and shit.
I didn't want to come off insensitive on some like, because you got to remember PBC done traumatized niggas with this. Hold on, we got two niggas from LA. Okay, fuck it. Fight in New Hampshire. Hold on, we got two niggas from Cleveland. Two niggas from Ohio. Arizona. Like the fuck? Like, like after going through that for some years with PBC, like I just, whenever I see two niggas and it's like random select mode, I just be like, what the fuck? Like, hold on, these niggas from Africa and you got them fighting in Mexico?
Yeah, actual warfare. You're right, Testicle. You're right. Actual warfare.
Yeah, not political. It's actual warfare.
This nigga said actual. Yeah, why the fuck you said political warfare?
You got a dude from Dominican Republic and a dude from Philly. Fuck it, put him in Minnesota.
Yeah, the PBC way, like, and I don't want niggas to hear this segment be like, "Damn, y'all hate PBC." No, nigga, it's just fun and games. We just joking. It's just
stick an Australian British nigga in Oklahoma. Fuck it.
Yeah,
fuck it.
Yeah, it's just the weirdest places. Yeah, Cambosa's huge.
PBC been doing it.
Oh yeah, like Top Rank is doing it too. You got a Kazakhstan and a German. Fuck it, put him in Houston. What?
Yeah, that's the most point. I mean, not pointless, but that's the most like lifeless unification I can remember in a long time.
Bro, what happened to the Denzel Bentley rematch? Nobody asked for this shit.
Because it's a unification. It's still whack, though.
Yeah. Yeah. AOP. What's your prediction for Usyk Dubois?
Hold on. Before I LB, I got a question. What was that music comparison you made, like when you were talking about Dubois, like what you said, like 3 singles or something like that, or like what, or put up a finally.
Oh, he can't make 3 hot songs in a row. Like he make a hot song every 3 songs, but when you need this nigga to make 3 hot songs in a row, it's like he can't do it. Like,
well, I think that Dubois is gonna give you your typical late 90s, early mid 2000s LP. One hot single and a bullshit album. So we're gonna get one hot track, one hot round, and the rest of the rounds are gonna be bullshit. So
this is gonna be like Vitaly Klitschko, Corey Sanders then.
Yes, but
even
more eye gouging.
God damn.
No, I just don't. I think Usyk is just a horrible style for Dubois in general. So I just think his overall skill level, the speed, the movement, the angles, I think that's just going to be too much for Dubois. I think he's going to have one really good round, where he just says fuck it and then just tries to lean up and use his athleticism to catch Usyk and hurt him. I think he might, but outside of that, I just don't see him doing much against Usyk. I see he does look leaner though, but I think he's just gonna gas. So I think Usyk's gonna just use angles. He's gonna put it on him, pause, like pressure him,
like fourth round,
light him up with combinations. But I think by the sixth round, by the 6th, 7th round, I think Dubois is gonna start slowing down, and then he's just gonna be target practice. I'm not gonna say I will say Dubois isn't gonna go out like that simply because I think he's more durable than some other heavyweights, but I think by the end of the fight, there's gonna be a stoppage. The ref is just gonna stop it. I'm gonna say, you know what, 12th round.
Oh wow!
God damn! And y'all said I thought 9 was bad. Like 12? Are you really going to the 12th?
Yes, because think about it. It took Joyce 10 rounds to get rid of Dubois.
But yeah, Joyce though
Joyce wasn't really doing much else but jabbing him. Like this nigga was spamming something that worked, and it was so simple he didn't do anything else.
Yeah, that's what makes that loss so bad. Like, you know.
Yeah, like he didn't have to do it. Like, dude, if Joyce would have walked dude down like after the 6th or 7th round, he would have got him out in the next round because you couldn't see he was just there, but he just kind of basically just kept same thing. So it's like that's why I only think that fight went some rounds because we kept waiting for Dubois to kind of do something else.
Right.
Nigga couldn't slip a normal fucking jab.
I mean, he was landing them combinations though, but like I said, Joyce, you know, because back then when his chin wasn't as dented, you know, walked through them.
To me, if Usyk was a bigger puncher, he'd get him out there early. But I think it's gonna be the combinations and just the overall. Usyk is basically going to be chipping at the health bar, and by the 12th round, the health bar will be completely done.
Yeah.
So 12th round TKO is my prediction.
Yeah, and for me, I think Usyk's gonna get Dubois out of there in probably like 7. Yeah, I mean, I do think Dubois is definitely. I think he's gonna go all. He's gonna try to put pressure on Usyk. Like I think he understands because like the one thing that Dubois does, he has power. Like I mean, dude has 18 KOs in his 19 wins. Like bro can punch. There's no question about that. You know, I do think he's gonna pressure the fuck out of Usyk because I think that's like one of the few things you have to do with Usyk. You gotta put pressure on him. If you make him move, especially at heavyweight, chances are you'll slow him down. Like you know. To a point, so I do think Dubois is going to have his moments, but then he's also but I do think he's going to get pieced up by Usyk like constantly. Like I mean, like probably to the body and head, like constantly to the point where he gets worn down, and then he's probably going to get knocked out by he's going to get knocked down by like a shot, like a right hook or something like that he didn't see or anything like that. Because like I mean, Joyce is one thing, but that Lorena fight was just too alarming. Like you know, a smaller fighter like that knocking him down like he did was just too alarming for me. I was like, no, this is horrible. Yeah, and yes, Dubois he came back to win and his knee got fucked up, but I do think this time I do think it's gonna be all for now. I mean, I think Usyk is just gonna take him apart and he's probably gonna like get the TKO in like round 7. So. No, but like I said, like we all said, if Dubois pulls the upset, it'll be the shakeup that heavyweight needs. Because if we look at the odds for him right now, in FanDuel overall, Dubois is a plus 770 underdog. For method of victory, Usyk by decision is plus 300. Usyk by stoppage is minus 250. Draw is plus 2600. Dubois to win by decision is plus 3,200, and to win by KO is plus 900. So,
hold on, do y'all think Dubois has enough power to KO Usyk? Let me ask you that.
Absolutely,
he does. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, sure.
I said. I mean, Usyk has a pretty good fucking chin. But even in the Joshua fight, you could clearly see that the power did affect him.
Joshua hurt him. I don't know. He hurt him in that one round. I think round 9 or 10.
He hurt him in both fights, actually.
Yeah, and you can argue that. I mean, I think there's an argument to be made that punch for punch, if you're just talking one punch for punch, you could argue that Dubois has just as much power or more power than Joshua if you're just talking just one punch.
Yeah, but at least with Joshua, we kind of know that one punch power.
He's knocked out guys at the top level.
At the world,
like the world
top level.
True.
Whereas like Dubois, like it's more in the Wilder range of,
who you knock out, nigga. Who you knocking out, nigga? Who you knocking out?
Yeah, cab drivers and Uber Eats niggas and lawnmower guys and that ilk. Nothing wrong with it though. I mean, power is power, but I'm just saying.
Right. I mean, keep in mind, Dubois faced someone with a notoriously good chin in Kevin Johnson. He went the distance with him, so he's like, so he hasn't really. If you can't body someone, but
Kevin Johnson done spoiled his ass off in that fucking fight.
Isn't Kevin Johnson? Did he fight in Russia and he's like dick riding Russia and shit?
Yeah, Kevin Johnson does a lot of weird things, the
Putin shirt and
the name change or whatever the fuck. But Kevin Johnson though is that motherfucker. I mean, he has a chin though. Like if you stop him, that actually means something.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck be going on. And the crazy niggas always be having a chin.
Yeah.
What crazy nigga have you met that wasn't like durable or tough?
Exactly. And the motherfucker,
like I'm talking about men and women. Like they're same. It's like the same is true for both sexes.
Yeah, it's true.
No, that nigga Welvin the Great don't look so tough, yo. That nigga passing out every chance he get, yo.
But he don't look but crazy like. We're talking about crazy, not like goofy or weird.
Nigga, you gotta be crazy to walk around like that without a caregiver, nigga. That nigga's crazy.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, he might be one of them exceptions. Like we talking about like crazy, this nigga was smoking rocks on your mom porch type.
So you talking about retard? You talking about retard strength?
Not necessarily, like, because there's women who are crazy, but they're not like super strong, but they're tough. Like you could throw them down some stairs and they'll jump up and try to stab you type crazy. Like,
thank you, man. Have some more. That type of shit, nigga. Like,
yeah, see this nigga Pat. Like y'all young niggas don't know what the fucking type of crazy I'm talking about. I'm talking about that goddamn crazy where, you fucking yeah, you know what? Okay, quick story. My pops told me one of his ex-wives back in the day. She had a husband, ex-husband that was used to abuse her, beat her ass and shit. So one time she waited for this nigga to come home from work, go to sleep. So she took this nigga like steel toe boots.
Oh shit.
And started just whooping him in the damn sleep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that nigga woke up with no teeth.
I mean, so I was like, so Rodney, what happened after that? He's like, I mean, apparently she ain't hit him hard enough because he woke up and took the shoe from her and started beating her ass. I'm like, damn, all right. But yeah, that's crazy. That's the type of crazy I'm talking about. Like,
yeah. So I mean,
that's not crazy. That's assault with a deadly weapon, nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah, but you gotta be like, somebody.
Nah, that's the range. That's the range to wait for a nigga to go to sleep. I mean, that's all she was thinking about, and she picked the weapon of choice to be the steel-toe boots that he go to work in and make money for her ass.
Bro, I'm saying, but then as a nigga, you gotta be like Undertaker, wake up from being powerbomb crazy to just get up.
That's fucked up. She had to listen. She had to wake up. Like she had to wait for him to come home from work to even think to use that as a weapon. Because it's like he not at work and she like, oh, I'm gonna wait for him to get off and use it still. So she just thought of that shit. She thought of that shit on the fly. She was about to leave out the door and was like, I'm gonna leave this nigga. Walk past the door, seen them steel toe shoes, and was like, nah, fuck that.
Fuck that.
Oh shit!
Why are you telling the story just like this nigga told the story though?
Cause that's probably how that shit went. That nigga was like, I'm finna leave. Like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna fuck
He hit
this
me
nigga's
too many
mouth.
times for me to just let that shit slide. Fuck that.
Yeah. So what?
I'm gonna fix that nigga.
So what happened? He ended up looking like Earl Spence, or he didn't get hit that much.
I'll be like, nigga told me he had got a nosebleed. Like, she banged on him a couple times.
Nigga, to be hit in the face with steel toe boots is more than a nosebleed, nigga. That's disfiguring a face. You can do with a fucking steel toe boot.
Dude, we're all boxing fans. We see niggas take all types of punishment, and they face be like, oh,
yeah, but niggas don't have steel toe gloves on, nigga.
I'm just saying. You act like I was there in the closet. I saw this shit. Like,
okay,
oh,
just
damn.
imagine if Terrence Crawford had steel toe gloves on when he whooped Errol Spence, nigga.
Oh,
What would that nigga's face look like then? His face would be in a casket, nigga. That nigga would be dead.
Nigga. If that fucking fight went on another round or two, that might have happened.
I'm saying.
Yeah, you could definitely kill a nigga with hands, like shit.
Hey, yo, I'm just taking a look at the comments. I guess your admirers going sick about certain things, you know. And shout out Bafaniel, we see you. Salute Bafaniel.
Oh, salute Bafaniel. Damn, I don't know who the fuck this person is. Oh my god, like y'all niggas go. Y'all...
What happened? What they say? They going crazy on your bitch ass?
Nah, niggas just be. Niggas just be saying all types of just random weird shit. Like,
yeah, Shuttleworth had the Mr. Clean hairline before anybody.
like,
And then Shuttleworth got bald privilege. Shuttleworth a privileged brother. Shuttleworth got Dominican and Brazilian in his blood. That's a whole lot.
What the fuck? Like, you know what kind of mix is that? Dominican and Brazilian? Like, how you even come up with some shit like that?
Yeah, like I said, man, you got an admirer, bro. That's how it goes.
I don't know what it is, bro. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. You see, I guess Shuttleworth. You were designated the heartthrob of the group by this individual. At least you hope that he's,
Miss Bitch.
Nah, nigga, chill.
Shouts out to any godsend they got a crush on you. Miss Bitch might be Little Kim, huh?
But hey, it's always but if you have trolls in there, if we trolls mean that we're actually getting the attention of somebody because
get the Peter's Putin, get the Peter's Putin, no Russia.
Yes,
man, I'm like, damn, we got niggas like.
Yeah, because before it was Pete. Pete was getting it for a little bit from the comments, but now it's back to.
My man Blazing Killer was having a crush on Rome.
Rome used to get it too.
It's like a nigga created a whole page to come at this nigga, yo. Yo, fuck you, Mr.
And then remember last time, like you had the Terrence Crawford, the Derrick James, Errol Spence.
It's probably the same person as Miss Bitch. Come on now, be honest.
Yeah, it definitely is the same person. They were showing up literally like seconds after we were saying these motherfuckers' names.
Yeah, like the only nigga that ain't show up was Bomac, but these niggas was like one on, like these niggas was both. All these niggas was jumping in. I'm like, god damn, like y'all motherfuckers was having fun that night, but.
I'm saying,
yeah, like we done with this card, right? Ain't nothing else on this shit, right? It's during the afternoon, right?
Yeah, it's at 3. It starts at 3. The card starts at 3:00. So,
damn.
and then